Thanks for joining us tonight. Crushed by the storm, the latest wave of weather triggering a destructive mudslide here in Colfax and collapsing buildings in South Lake Tahoe. Tonight, rescue crews are working to get people to safety and to minimize all that damage. Tonight, the storm has passed, but its impact is being felt across the region.
Some of the most serious damage we're seeing is in the high country and in Colfax. A wave of mud, rocks, and trees came crashing into a home and over roads, forcing evacuations. And in South Lake Tahoe, the rain has mixed with weeks of snow to make heavy Sierra cement, causing some buildings to collapse under all of that weight.
We have team coverage of the storm conditions tonight. We're going to start with KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo in Colfax. Melanie, what else have you learned about that mudslide?
Well, we are on a street that is just above Ben Taylor Road, where that one house sustained the majority of the damage. And what we're seeing right now is a big improvement from what we saw earlier. This road is still covered in muck and mud, but it was worse earlier. And then just down this slope is Ben Taylor Road, and that's where we got an up-close look at a home that has so much damage after today's mudslide. A disastrous mudslide slamming into a Colfax home.
They described that a tree came through one of their windows and then it sounded like a train hitting their house.
Everyone at the home and surrounding neighbors escaping without getting hurt. Incredible, since CAL FIRE says an assessment from the air shows the slide was massive.
Once we got in the air, we could see that we had a slide approximately 250 feet wide.
A geologist from Placer County assessing the damage and status of the landscape, while CAL FIRE crews work to help a handful of neighbors sheltering in place at the other side of the slide up Park Hill Road.
It's maybe 150 yards up there or so. It's approximately a foot to 2 feet thick.
A tough job, but a top priority to give those neighbors a way out.
You would get stuck. So we're going to use a bulldozer to clear it so we can hopefully get them out.
Recent weather, a likely culprit for causing the slide, CAL FIRE says.
Colfax was hit with approximately two feet of snow at this elevation, and then subsequently in the last couple days or week, we've had 5 to 7 inches of rain measured here.
Finding itself on the front lines of a different type of natural disaster in terrain they know all too well.
We are very familiar with the foothill region right here. We have been in and around a lot of significant events.
Tackling the slide with some of the same tools they put to use during wildfires.
While a landslide isn't particularly our #1 incident we're responding to, we are prepared for it and we do have the equipment to handle it.
Back out here live, all shelter-in-place orders and evacuation warnings for this immediate area are now lifted, according to the Placer County Sheriff's Office. But the evacuation order for 3 homes down on Ben Taylor Road, those are going to stay in effect until at least tomorrow, when geologists can come back out here and reassess the slide area. Meanwhile, if this entire area sounds familiar to you, for those who keep track of wildfires at home, that's because the river fire happened in this exact location. Many of these homes were under evacuation orders because of the river fire in August of 2021. That fire was disastrous in and of itself. It caused the destruction of homes and caused damage to homes back then. So these folks dealing with a natural disaster of a different sort tonight. Reporting live in Colfax, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
Just a mess, and you feel for those residents. Melanie, thank you for the update. And here's another look at that mudslide. CAL FIRE sending KCRA 3 these pictures from above the landslide. And you can see here a better idea of the large size of the mudslide here as it sweeps down that hill and the big tasks ahead for crews trying to clean it all up.
Let's talk about the roads tonight. They are more clear, but they're still slick. The impact from the heavy snow is still being felt across the Sierra Passes. This is a look at Interstate 80 in Kingvale on your left, and that's Highway 50 at Twin Bridges on your right. And South Lake Tahoe has seen a lot of damage so far. Many structures collapsed under the weight of all that snow, and several buildings have been red tagged.
KCRA 3's Orko Manna has been exploring the area all day. So Orko, what have you learned about all of this damage?
Well, Andrea, the damage really varies where you are in the city, but the real concern is just all this snow. You can see this massive snow pile here. Now imagine feet of this snow on top of buildings, on top of awnings. Of course, that means there will be some structural damage, and that's definitely what we've seen. But the good news is that there are some crews out and working in these conditions to fix the problem.
We're seeing some problems with structure collapse or structure damage.
To get a clear picture of what those problems look like, you don't need to look any further than this gas station on Emerald Bay Road in South Lake Tahoe. The city's fire marshal, Kim George, tells me the roof toppled over Thursday night.
Just the amount of snow that's on this structure created an instability, and it simply collapsed. As it collapsed, it actually took out one of the gas pumps, creating a fire.
George says the gas station has been red tagged, meaning no one is allowed to be here. El Dorado County officials say out of the 150 buildings that have been inspected in South Lake Tahoe, around 15 have been red tagged. George, who's been in South Lake Tahoe for more than 20 years, is astounded by the destruction.
I've never seen structure collapse like this since I've been here. It's pretty amazing to see.
Snow has also been dumped on homes. The damage to the roof on this house was just reported Tuesday.
This is actually one of the first homes that we've seen actually collapse in the city.
The roof of this Raley's grocery store on Lake Tahoe Boulevard collapsed because of the weight of the snow. Raley sent KCRA3 a statement saying in part, quote, a third-party analysis found that the roof damage is not widespread, limited to one area of the roof. Our team is working on a formal plan to remove the remaining snow and repair the roof. The other Raley's in town was shut down as a precaution, as was this TJ Maxx.
Hopefully these stores will be able to reopen soon.
Meanwhile, CAL FIRE has been working with more than 100 members of the California Conservation Corps for days to remove snow from the roofs of buildings that have a public benefit, such as schools, courthouses, and police stations. Their goal is to keep essential services running.
If the roof collapsed on the police department, well, that's a big deal. And that's why the Corps members are in there making sure that that gets taken care of so that there are public services that can still be delivered.
And it's not easy.
This is really some very grueling and miserable kind of work to do.
As rain continues to fall, the snow is soaking that in, and it's a cause for concern.
It increases the weight of that snow load so exponentially. It's a real problem.
And crews definitely have their work cut out for them. We're told that they will be out in full force here tomorrow. We do want to mention that the fire department and the California Conservation Corps cannot remove snow from homes. That is up to the homeowner to do it themselves or to hire a contractor. Reporting live in South Lake Tahoe tonight, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News.
Just layers upon layers of thick snow, Orko, thank you. And to Sly Park in El Dorado County, where a CHP officer had an unexpected morning. Take a look. While the officer was driving, a sinkhole opened up under his patrol vehicle. The officer was responding to another hazard call when he felt his SUV begin to sink there. Fortunately, he was not hurt and his patrol vehicle was pulled to safety. And this is new tonight. A kayaker has been airlifted to the hospital after being rescued on the American River.
Somebody reported seeing a person in the water separated from their kayak. This was near the El Monte River access in Sacramento County. Metro Fire sent us this video. Take a look, which was taken from across the river. A helicopter and 3 boats searched for the person, finally spotting them. A rescue swimmer was able to reach the man and get him to shore, where he was flown to the hospital in critical condition. He was not wearing a life jacket. Right now, the American River is flowing at more than 30,000 cubic feet per second. And you can see just how much water is being released from the Nimbus Dam. Firefighters say this is why it's so important to stay off the waterways right now. Today's storm also brought damaging winds to the valley in Folsom. A KCRA3 viewer took a video of a huge tree just as it came crashing down. There you saw it, that big tree coming crashing down in a parking lot. Thankfully, it looks like it didn't hit any cars or people or cause any structural damage, but it looks like a really healthy tree, just toppled right over.
So scary to see it topple over there. And strong winds overturned a big rig on a Bay Area bridge. This happened on the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge on Interstate 580. You can see this Walmart truck on its side there. The CHP says the backup lasted for hours as they worked to get the truck upright. They had to wait until those winds calmed down, of course, and the bridge reopened around 5:30 tonight.
And some major power outages across the state, mainly in the Bay Area and the Central Coast. Right now, nearly 240,000 people are without power in the state of California. Santa Clara and San Mateo counties are the most affected by these outages. No major impacts to our area.
And we want to get a check of the conditions right now with Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan. It looks like things are starting to finally calm down a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, both the wind and the rain are really quieting down. No rain in the valley. Actually, it's been dry for hours in the valley, but on the west slope of the Sierra, we have been seeing occasional showers, and in the earlier evening, we were even seeing some thunderstorms, and it's getting a little bit colder. We had been seeing nothing but rain up to the passes, but now that it's changed over to snow. Let me show you some of this rain in Calaveras County, just to the north of Highway 4, this little band of rain. So it's staying rather soupy, especially at elevations above 3,000 feet. In El Dorado County, you can see rain in Pollock Pines, rain all the way up to about 6,000 feet. It does change over to snow. As a matter of fact, I can show you the way it looks on Highway 50. That's Twin Bridges. And while the road here isn't snowy, you can see that this is where the chain control point is. Also, still looks a little breezy there. And you'll find the same thing on Interstate 80. While we had a lot of rain up on the summit earlier in the day, this is at Kingvale, and here too, you can see the cones right here. That's where they pull you over to make sure you have chains, and that's what the cars and trucks are doing right here. We'll probably have chain controls up first thing tomorrow morning as well. Now about the wind. Here's the wind we have right now. It's down to 15 miles an hour, still 20 miles an hour in Fairfield, but the sustained winds we saw during the day were up around 25 to 30 miles an hour. We saw gusts much higher than that. I'll show you how strong those winds were and what we can expect for the day tomorrow in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, we'll see you soon, Mark. And flooding impacts are hitting Sutter County. A mandatory evacuation order was issued earlier this evening for a trailer and RV park. This is for Levee's Landing on the river side of the Sacramento River levee. And officials say the river could get high enough tomorrow morning to flood this area, so they want to make sure residents are prepared.
You can track all the rain and snow on our KCRA 3 app. Make sure to turn on alerts, and you can use the interactive radar to see weather impacting your neighborhood.